Test. Another Trey Low podcast, man. Coming at y'all, man. Wednesday, week after Super Bowl. It's like February 6th, 7th, something like that. 2017. Yeah, it was a good Super Bowl, man. Atlanta fucked shit up. Had a 28-point lead. 28-3, then it turned to 28-9, I think, and then 28-12. Then Brady started eating, man. A lot of people say if Atlanta just ran the ball, they could run the clock out, but shit, that's a what if. Patriots might have stopped that run. And they might not have been able to kick that last field goal that everybody's complaining about. Then they blaming the offensive coordinator, Kyle Shanahan, who's going to be my head coach next year. They blaming him, knowing that it's not really his fault because it's the head coach that makes the final call on the plays. He just throws some plays out there. The head coach makes the decision which plays to roll with, so it's really Dan Quinn's fault. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man. Trey Low podcast, man. Some shit's been going on, man. Local news. I heard this dude ran over some chick in a parking lot, with his car, twice last week. So it's been getting kind of crazy, man, down here in Austin, Texas. I don't know, he hit the chick with his car, I heard, and then he drove off, but then he came back with his car. The chick was on the ground, and he ran over again. Kind of reminds me of that one dude, I don't know, about 3 or 4 years ago, that got into it with his mom over a Social Security check. It was on South Lamar. I heard about it from a friend of mine. And they got to arguing about the check, and he ran her ass over with the car. I don't know if it's the same kind of situation, but that's kind of jacked up. We're hitting record temperatures, man. 85 degrees today, man. Hasn't been this hot since 1962, I think, man, in Austin, Texas, man. That's kind of crazy, man. That's a crazy weather this year, man. It's like we don't even have a winter. In the middle of February, it's 85 degrees, man. One time, I think it was last year, we had almost a good winter. And this year, we haven't had barely any winter. We got a couple cold streaks come through, but it's nothing like, a real winter down here in Austin, Texas, man. All right, let me look real quick. Anything else local been popping up before I go to hip hop? Man, it's kind of messed up. Football's over with, man. This is the worst time of the year. Because, there ain't really no sports. Gotta wait till the NBA goes into playoff mode, And that ain't gonna be for a while, man. Probably at the end of April or something like that. You got March Madness. I'm not really a college basketball watcher too much, man. So I don't even care for March Madness too much, man. All right, today, Wednesday, Texas Senate approves ethics bill. So that's what's going on. Judge hammers attorneys on both sides of the travel whatever law that Trump put in effect. A student is charged with arson after fire. Let's see here. Fire started off, man. So that cop story that happened with the car, I actually read it I think it was yesterday, man. That dude ran over that chick with the car. This one, it happened in Pflugerville, Texas. A student has been taken into custody following a fire at a bathroom in Pflugerville High School on Tuesday morning. PISD said the student was taken into custody after a first-degree arson charge and taken to Gardner Belt Juvenile Detention Center, which is basically what they call, Austin people call Gardner House. That's been called that since I've been a little kid. And that's where all the juveniles go when you commit juvenile crimes. Just like there's some weird stuff here in Austin. Like, some people don't know how to pronounce Man Shack. I've always called it Man Shack, but some people call it Manshaka or Manshakaka. You know? But I've always called it Man Shack Road. Or the other road that they say is Koenig Road. That's the proper way to say it. But people down here call it Koning. So, fuck, man. I thought my shit shut off on me like last week when I was talking. But it's still recording. So basically we call it Koning Road, we call it Man Shack, man. If you're not from Austin, you move down here and you're looking for the street. Austin's pretty small, man. If you know I-35 and Mopac, we call it Mopac. We don't call it Loop 1. That's another road we call a different word. It's actually called Loop 1, the proper word. But people call it Mopac. If you're from Austin. Austin's pretty much a big college town since we got University of Texas here. That's another thing, man. Kyle Shanahan, who's going to be my offensive coordinator for 49ers. A lot of people don't know he actually went to University of Texas here, UT, in Austin, Texas. People know he's a son of Mike Shanahan, but they didn't know he went to actual University of Texas here in Austin. And he's going to be the youngest head coach in NFL history. I think he's only like 28 or 29 years old. He's going to be the youngest. I'm just going to have to see how he does in 49er land. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, man? I mean, 2-14 record last year with Chip Kelly. There ain't too much worst thing can, what, can you just win one game? Come on, man. You're at the bottom. The only way you're gonna go is up. If you can win more than 2 games, you're doing pretty good. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. So hopefully when the draft pops up in April, that's another thing that I'll be watching, NFL draft. Kaepernick will be out of there, man, I don't think that they're going to get rid of him because of his political stances. I think as far as him being an NFL player, he's trash, man. He's got to go, man. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter, They might say some crap like, oh, they got rid of him because of what he was doing off the field or something like that. Bottom line, dude, the dude is trash, man. He can't win games, If you can win games, you're going to be a starter in the NFL. If not, got to go, man. All that other extra out of football shit is out the way. Anyways, man. What I was going to talk to, back to hip-hop news. I actually listened to Big Sean's new album. I actually liked it. It was pretty cool. It was pretty dope. It dropped the day before my last podcast, man. I Decide is the name of the album. It's got about, got a good, I don't know if it's like 12 or 14 tracks on it. Eminem's a feature on it. He's talking political nonsense, which is stupid. I never really liked Eminem anyways, man. The dude has got some, I never really banged any of his music, man. He just seems a little off his rocker, for one thing. And he's trying to be something he's not, another thing. Even though he's a real popular rapper, you know, especially with the white people or whatever, white boys listen to that shit. He came off to me as fake, man. I never bought any of his CDs, never banged none of his shit. You know, never listened to none of his stuff. No offense, Eminem, if you hear this podcast, it's just not my swag, man. So, and then Migos was on another track called Sacrifice, which is pretty cool, pretty good song. I like that one Jump Out the Window song. There's one song with Jeremiah on there at the beginning of the CD. I didn't really like it too much. A lot of people liked it though. And Big Sean's doing good stuff, but I mean, this is his third album. Is it third or fourth? Might be fourth. Unless you count his mixtape Finally Famous and all that. But I was just telling my son, man, I'm getting tired of hearing him talk about how he made it and how his mom is telling him congratulations in life. You know, I mean, the first time he did that, I think it was the last album, and then he's doing it again on this album. It's pretty much the same material, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, some of the stuff he changed up, but some of the stuff with the, you know, I made it kind of, you know, inspirational kind of stuff. It's pretty much the same. I was getting tired of that. That's getting kind of old now, you know, as far as his rapping. I still gonna bang his CD, man, because I'm a big Sean fan, man. What else is in hip hop that's going down? Damn, I can't even think what was on the news the other day. Oh, Dolph, man, young Dolph put out his CD, his mixtape, Gelato. I listened to that, man, and he's really plexing with Yo Gotti on that one song, Play With Your Bitch. And I'm not really into all that shit, man. To me, I lose a lot of respect for people that plex with somebody, because it just kind of seems like, to me, you know, they're using that as a tool for album sales and promotions, you know, because either they're not hot enough or they fell off or whatever. They're not as big a rapper as they used to be, and they're putting out diss tracks to help promote, because, you know, their album, like, you know, like The Game does that a lot. Like, every time he's dropping an album, he's dissing somebody, and everybody like, oh, he's dissing this and that, and it's in the gossip news, so that way he can help promote his own album, man. I mean, as a real OG or whatever, you know, gangster, whatever, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, man, you want to call me, man, that just lose player points with me, man. I don't have a lot of respect for you. You know what I'm saying? If you got to sit up there and diss another rapper, even if he's dissing you, I wouldn't even take the time to diss him. I wouldn't even give him no shine, man. I wouldn't even use his name. I wouldn't give him no shine, man. Just to diss somebody, just so you can be, you know, popular on your album. And I listened to Gelato, man, and I listened to Dolph's last mixtape, I think it was, Rich Crack Baby and Bosses and Shooters. I'm a Dolph fan, but I mean, really the only album I really liked of his that was last made was like King of Memphis. Rich Crack Baby was cool with a couple of songs on it, especially Rich Crack Baby, the actual song was actually pretty cool. Gelato, I listened to it one time, but it's just like Dolph is, like I said, you know, everything you're getting from Dolph now is all starting to sound the same, and it's, you know, it's pretty not. It's pretty much getting kind of old. It's kind of played out. He needs to switch up his swag or something. Do something a little different. Switch up his style. It's all about evolving, man. If you don't evolve, you stay in the same little rut, the same little swag. People are gonna get tired of you. You're gonna be hot for a little second, then you're gonna fall off. Anyways, the topic I was gonna talk about today was called special topic was called the mind of a hater. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. I have a lot of friends or associates. I would say associates that are haters. You know what I'm saying? I've never really understood the mind of a hater because I've never been a hater. If I see somebody with a fly chick, hey, doing good, hey, I'm not trying to be jealous, man. If you read your Bible, man, you're a Christian, man. Number 10 commandment right there, man. Thou shalt not covet. That means don't be jealous of what everybody else got, man. It's right there in the scriptures, man. You got to be happy for them, man. And, for one, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. You might say, well, man, I wish I had what he had, this and that. But he might not be as happy as you, man. Just because he got all this fly shit doesn't mean he's happy inside. And you might have more happiness with your family, living your life, than that other person. So there really is no point in being jealous, man. But, here's this thing I want to talk to y'all about, man. It's this thing called, the way guys talk to each other, man. We talk, mainly guys talk when we interact with each other. We talking about our accomplishments in life. I did this, I did that. That's mainly our conversation, man. So here's the thing I don't get, man. Some people take that the wrong way, like you trying to be better than them or throw that in their face. That's a mind of a hater. Because somebody can tell me all day about stuff they've done or how much money they made or new car they driving or new chick they fucking with. And I don't have the mind of a hater. I don't have the mind where I'm thinking like, oh, he bragging and he's trying to put it in my face and he's trying to seem like he's better than me. I just don't have that mindset, man. So I've never really understood that. I've always seemed like if somebody telling me they got more shit, I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that way. But there's some people out there, man, I've noticed, man, if you share your accomplishments with, because you want to talk about what you've done in life, because it makes you feel good, they feel like you trying to throw it in their face, or they feel like you trying to be better than them, which is really crazy to me, man. I never understood that concept. Maybe because, like I said, mind of a hater. Maybe they jealous. So those types of people, man, I try to avoid in life, or I try to be quiet around and don't even share my accomplishments with them. Because obviously, anything you say to them, they're going to find a problem with. And they're not going to, they're always going to look at, talk down to you or something like that, or be jealous of what you got. Or sometimes I've seen it, they flip it up. Like you're telling them what you got and your accomplishments, and then they try to flip it up to where, they, hold on a second. Sheriff rolling by and shit, hating. Dick sucking laws. You know what? I don't work with the police at all. They call dick suckers. Anyways, back to that's big haters. Dick sucking laws, big haters, boy. You know what I always say about laws? They like messy, nosy ass females, man. I always want to be in somebody else's business, stick their nose in. I always want to know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, just being acting like a fucking nosy fucking female. Instead of doing the fucking job, which is just to serve and protect. Want to exercise their authority or abuse their authority just because they got a little power and it goes to their head, man. You know what I'm saying? But not all police officers are like that. Some are pretty cool, I guess, man. They do their job. Most of the time, man, they dick suckers, though. Oh man, damn, I shouldn't have said dick sucker. Man, I was really trying to do this podcast without cussing this time, man. I was trying to clean it up. Anyways, man, that was just one key concept of mind of a hater. There's a lot of concepts of mind of a hater. I'll have to give you another concept of a mind of a hater. Every time a hater, is that a law again, man? It's all tripping. It's this law again. So, dick sucking ass law better get off my ass, boy. Give me a better not say nothing on this podcast. Anyways, mind of a hater. I could give you another example. Is somebody who always is negative. You know, you can take negative criticism from a person if it's constructive criticism and it's not always negative. But you'd always tell a hater when everything they say is negative. That's not criticism. That's being a hater. All right, man. This is it for DJ Trelo Podcast, Tuesday, February 7th. I'm sorry, it wasn't the 6th, it was the 7th, 2017. Check me out. You know, D Myers 45 on my YouTube. Hope y'all enjoyed this little short podcast, Austin, Texas, man. And I'll get at y'all probably Saturday. Peace.